Hi there, I'm Joan Badger, and today we're going to have a look at using the internet browser right in Smart Notebook. On a previous tutorial, I showed you how to link to a website, and this is just another way or strategy on how to bring the internet into your lesson or learning experience. As always with Smart, there's more than one way to do something, so this is just another way. Typically, what you would do is you'd want to customize your toolbar first, because you'll notice up top in my toolbar there is no icon that shows me that I can put the internet browser onto a page. So in order to customize my toolbar, I'm going to click on this toggle, and you'll notice that I have a lot of different options here. These are divided into actions and tools. And under actions, I'm going to look for the internet browser icon, which is here. And all I have to do is drag it and put it up onto my toolbar and click Done. So that's how we would customize our toolbar for any of the actions or tools that we want to add or delete. So now you'll see that the internet browser is there, and when I click on it, it automatically adds it to my notebook page. But right now it's not on a particular website, and I can fix that. So you'll notice that there's a URL here, and I'm just going to highlight the whole thing. And I'm going to paste a URL. In this case, it's the Winnipeg Free Press, which is our newspaper, and click on Go, and it's going to take me to the Winnipeg Free Press. So this is live, it's active, it's what's on our newspaper today, and you can take this, move it around, resize it if you'd like, so that you have more space on your page. The other thing that you can do with this is to have a look at what's on this page. So this one is ready for takeoff. I'm just going to highlight that, and notice that I can take ready for takeoff and pull it right off the newspaper onto my notebook file. I can also do the same thing with an image. So you'll notice that I have an image here that is exactly what was in our newspaper. I like this because it allows students, once we get it into their hands, to be able to summarize an article or write about the article that they were reading about just by pulling directly from the newspaper. So that's one way that we could use this internet. The other thing that we can do, and I'm just going to clear this off the page, if I knew that for a particular lesson or daily routine that I wanted to be able to go back to the Winnipeg Free Press every single time, I can use this. This button here will allow me to pin it in place, which means that every time I open this file, I will come back to the Winnipeg Free Press. But it doesn't stop me from doing a search here as well. So if I wanted to go to Google, I can still go there, and I can go to and search whatever I want. So I can still do all of my searches directly in Smart Notebook, but I can also jump back to the original place that I pinned, and that would be the Winnipeg Free Press. So that's what these pins are here. This is another example of how you could use the internet browser in your lesson. So this example is using advertisement images as part of your lesson for ELA, and I like this because it allows you to have prompts like what are the pictures, what are the words, what is the hidden meaning on an image. And I could have just taken the image and put it directly into my Smart Notebook file. The problem with that is that with advertisements, they're not part of the Creative Commons. So if we are trying to teach the students about ethical and responsible use and what is copyrighted and what is not, advertisements are pretty much always copyrighted, and so this would be an example of why you would use the internet browser directly onto your notebook page. So I just did exactly what I did for the Winnipeg Free Press, and that was to set up my internet browser ahead of time, and you can see here that this was the URL. I've used the screen shade to block out everything else, just so that I'm zeroing in, but I wouldn't have to if I didn't want to. The other thing I could have done was put the screen shade lot more on the bottom so that we're not seeing the URL. And it's just a way to show that ethical and responsible use. And again, I had pinned it in place. It allows us to create activities like this where students are then using images from the internet, from advertisements that they wouldn't normally be able to legally download. So this would allow us to still use the pictures ethically and responsibly. And that's just an example of how you might want to use the internet browser on Smart Notebook. And that's it. Thanks.